The world wanted to watch Zion Williamson play in Duke vs. North Carolina. Williamson is the most exciting college basketball player in years, and even drew the former President of the United States to the game. The game was hyped up for weeks, the biggest rivalry in college basketball, Duke vs. UNC, and we couldn't wait for what Zion was going to do. But just 33 seconds in the game, the air was sucked out of the building, and Duke was left short-handed the rest of the way, with the consensus projected #1 selection in next year's NBA draft limping off with a knee injury after breaking his shoe. For this video, I went back and tried to find the ways in which Duke missed their star, and immediately it became clear that his defensive presence was missed the most. The Blue Devils allowed a whopping 62 points in the paint and 30 points from Luke May. So let's try to figure out what could have been different with Zion on the floor. With Zion out, Duke turned to Jack White off the bench, who drew the assignment of UNC's Luke May, the 6'8" senior forward. And it didn't start out well, as North Carolina runs its basic motion offense, with May receiving first a back screen and then setting a cross screen underneath the hoop in a sort of inverted flex action. This confuses White and Marquise Bolden, as White wants to switch this screen, but Bolden fights through anyway, and it leaves May wide open underneath for an easy lay-in. Watch how May is able to beat Jack White down the floor on the secondary break and get himself excellent post position for the feed from the top of the key. May turns over his right shoulder with a little pump fake and uses his body to get into White and get this one to go. Would May be able to post up Zion the same way? Here, a simple screen causes more confusion, as both Bolden and Reddish stay with the screener, leaving a wide open look for Kenny Williams from 3. Because of the confusion, both Blue Devils contest the shot late, leaving a wide open lane for the offensive rebound and putback. North Carolina ran this all game, a high screen and roll, where the roller then receives a back screen. Delorier and Barrett do not communicate on this, leaving yet another easy offensive rebound and putback. It's easy to imagine Zion helping here, using his elite athleticism and jumping ability to erase these miscommunications. On the ball reversal, we see North Carolina throw and chase, and set a sideline ball screen. But they slip this beautifully and catch Duke on their heels for an easy dunk. Bolden is what they call the most important guy in this situation, and it is his job to get over and help on this slip to the basket. What if Zion were there? Could he have been in better position and quickly come over as the rim protector? Off a missed Reddish 3, Duke is beaten down the court in transition. Luke May rim runs, and Trey Jones tries to stop the ball in the front court instead of sprinting back on defense, getting him behind the play as Duke gives up another easy bucket. But these finishes are easier when you know Zion can't come from behind for a chase down block. North Carolina again runs the same ball screen into a back screen for the roller, but Bolden doubles the ball handler this time, and the Tar Heels hit the high post and then find May on the wing for an open 3. We saw Zion display his incredible quickness and closeout ability earlier this season, and maybe this kind of defensive presence could have made a difference for the Blue Devils. Duke eventually put Barrett on May, and here, May gets a screen for a shuffle cut to the left block. Barrett does a good job to stay attached and force him underneath the basket, but he just isn't the shot plucker that Zion is, and May can finish the contested layup. Again, we see that Duke misses their freshman phenom, as he could have easily influenced these shots into misses. On this low post split, May again goes to work on Jack White and is able to muscle his way in for the finish while Reddish contests on the help defense. This could have been Zion on the help, and we have already seen his incredible ability to swat shots from the weak side many times this year. To be clear, there were possessions in which Duke showed the ability to defend without Zion. Here, Barrett does an awesome job in blowing up this pin down and then switching on to May to deny the swing pass. Duke's ball pressure forces North Carolina to spend the whole possession above the three-point line, and the Blue Devils are able to get a trap and a steal. So, would Duke have beaten North Carolina with their star? They sure missed his shot blocking, rebounding, and overall defensive intensity. And his ability to switch onto guards and keep them in front is so important in today's game, and certainly was a part of Duke's defense that was missing. Hopefully, Zion will be healthy for round 2 of this great rivalry. Duke fans, make sure to subscribe here for more in-depth analysis on Blue Devil basketball. Also, check out my blog that is linked in the description for even more Duke basketball content.